What's poppin', and welcome back to another episode of Fletcher the Fisherman. And today we are going on a fishing mission for some large pond bass today. We're just gonna be doing a little bit of pond hopping, probably fish a pond or two, and really try to figure these fish out today. But I have a special guest with me today, and that is one of my subscribers, Joe, right here. He actually has his own channel, Bass n-Splashin. He's already got the merch and everything. The boy's got me beat. So he's gonna be fishing with me today. He's actually down here from Boston on a little trip, and he just reached out to me over Instagram and asked if he could fish with me. So I figured, why not? I've seen his comments quite a bit, so I figured it'd be fun to go out and fish with the sub today. So that is what we're gonna be doing. But Joe is also on a personal mission down here today because he's from up north, and as y'all know, the fish up north just don't grow as big as they do down here in the south. He is on a mission to catch his PB. His PB, I think what you said, 4 pounds?
Just under 4 pounds, not too great.
Just under 4, so he definitely has the potential to catch his personal best bass today, which would be awesome. I love seeing people catch their personal best, or even just a giant bass in general. I don't have to catch the biggest fish of the day to have a good time. I just like being out in nature, enjoying the outdoors, having a good time with some friends. So I think it is about time to rig up the rod, so I'm gonna hop into the truck, throw the GoPro on, and show y'all exactly what we're gonna be using today. Okay, I already got the rods in the back. I kind of want to figure out what I want to fish with here today. I'm gonna grab a few things to bring with me because I don't want to keep coming back up to the car to get things as the day goes on. So I think I'm gonna grab these, just a bag of creature baits, some paddle tails, put this back here for a second, grab some chatterbaits as well. And you know, why not? We're gonna grab some crankbaits too. So right now I have my jig rigged up already, so I'm gonna leave that on here for now, but I'm gonna just take a few things out of these boxes and put them into a smaller box, put into that bag. So I just have a few options with me when I'm walking around the pond today. I try to keep things to a minimum when I'm pond hopping and just walking around and bank fishing and whatnot. I don't like to carry too much stuff with me, but Joe right here, he actually doesn't have any of his tackle because he flew down here. So I'm gonna be hooking him up with some of my stuff today. So Joe, this is gonna be your rod for today. Got my crankbait rigged up, just going with a natural bluegill presentation. I've seen a lot of bluegills on bed recently, so that's gonna be a good option for me today. In addition to the crank and the jig, also got a little wacky rig tied up on my spinning tackle right here. So I think that about does it for our gear today. So I'm just gonna take all this stuff, zip it up, throw it in my little bag, and I think we're ready to rock and roll. Well, we're gonna be looking with some straight chocolate milk, it looks like today. That's a little unfortunate, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. So I'm just thankful to be out here on the water. Hopefully we can find some fish, even though they might not be able to see the bait more than a few inches. But we should be able to get them to hone in on some stuff. I'm just gonna throw this little crankbait for a minute, see if I can't get anything to just come up and pop this thing. I'm now instantly regretting not getting a crankbait with some kind of knocker in it, just with how dirty this water is. I was really not expecting it to be this dirty. This is usually a pretty clear lake. I know we've had a little bit of rain recently. Outside of this water being straight up chocolate milk, I have a few concerns about fishing this body of water today, and that's just because this pond or small lake is actually really, really deep. Like in the middle is probably like, I don't know, 30, 35 feet, and that's a really deep pond slash small lake for around here. So with that being said, that's like a good majority of the open area of this body of water. And with it being as hot as it is and it being midsummer, a lot of those fish are gonna be concentrated in those deeper areas. And unfortunately, there's really no good way to target those areas without some kind of boat or electronics or anything like that. And I don't have any of that stuff with me today. So we're just gonna be landlocked, which is okay. I'm fine with that. It's gonna make it a little bit more of a challenge, and I'm hoping that we can figure some fish out. I have a few spots that I know are a little bit deeper right off the edge that I can usually get some fish under some tougher conditions. Oh, fish on. Oh no, no, that was like a nice 2.5, 3 pounder. Oh, he came up and spit it right off that deep structure right there. Oh, I didn't think that was a fish at first. They just like bounced off that rock weird. Oh, are we snagged again? Oh, come on. Come off of it. Well, the morning is getting the best of me so far. The same spot I have snagged twice, missed the fish in between the two snags. I usually don't have a problem throwing a crank right here. I've thrown square bills over this spot like my entire life. It's just like a pile of rocks. There might be some more debris on it now. I haven't fished it in a while. When I run these crankbaits over the top of it and bounce them off of it, these fish tend to bite it like y'all saw right there. But now I've officially lost two crank. Oh, it came loose. Oh, spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. Definitely got to retie though. This thing is super frayed. I'm actually really annoyed at myself for losing that fish though. I shouldn't have lost him. I really didn't realize I had a fish on it till like literally the second he was coming up out of the water. And if I had realized he was on there, I would have kept him down a lot better than I did, and he wouldn't have spat that hook. Definitely put some more pressure into that bait to get those hooks in there nice. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh. Whew, not my morning. We're gonna move ponds. The fishing over here just does not seem to be too hot right now. We both missed a fish. I missed one that was probably about, I'd say like 3.5 pounds on the high end. Joe over here, he missed one that was probably, I don't know, probably about the same, if not a lot more. It snapped him off right at the bank. It hit his little creature bait as he was like reeling it in to take another cast like on top water. His GoPro wasn't rolling, so he missed that. But outside of that, a boat started driving around like all over the bank with a motor, just pouring something in the water, really making it a hard time for us to fish. So we're changing spots, and I will see you when we get there. Rolling up on pond number 2. This little pond in here is the same neighborhood, but it's a different pond, a little small one. And I've actually haven't fished this thing in years, guys. So I have no clue what to expect out of here. I know there's probably definitely a little bit of fish in here. So we should be able to pop off a few. The water's looking a lot cleaner, which is nice to see. So we're just gonna get after it. I think I might have a fish. Oh, there we go. Got one, finally. Just a little dinky though. Get on in here, bud. That feels good. Finally get the monkey off my back. It's been a minute since I've gotten a bite. Sorry for the obnoxious dogs barking in the background. If y'all can hear that, seems like every single time I go to talk to the camera, some kind of noise starts happening. Dogs barking, airplanes, leaf blowers, all that good stuff. Just a day in the life of a YouTube filmer, but we got a nice little guy. Nothing too crazy, maybe, I don't know, 12 ounces. Good little fish. Thanks for biting, bud. Oh, Joe's on! We basically doubled up. Look at that.
Just cast that little white chatterbait right out there. The sky will smoked it right at the bank.
Nice little guy. Let's go. That is what I'm talking about. We're finally getting on some fish, so it is nice to see that we are getting some bites over in this little pond. But Joe did see one right when we rolled up, following his chatterbait. That was a little bit bigger than these two fish, probably about 2.5 pounds. So we're gonna keep at it. Hopefully find us a nice one in this little pond. I know there's gotta be some better ones than those two little dinkers. Sling this sucker back out there. Glad to finally get a dang fish. We're gonna pick this pond clean though, I can tell you that. There goes a fish right back in this corner. Get that up quick. Saw him jump back here, it wasn't that big, but hey, I'll take anything I can get right now. There we go, got him, what did I tell you? I saw him come clear out of the water back there, and sure enough, got ourselves another little fish. Sheesh, this guy is skinny. Oh my, he is not looking too hot. Now I just feel bad for catching this guy. He's just barely surviving as is. Super, super skinny. Let him on go. Sorry for catching you, bud. Do I got one? Oh yeah, I do got one. This is the best one yet, I think. Come here, bud. Oh yeah, getting a little bit better. Fish number 3, I'll take that all day. Getting better, getting better. That is a nice little fish. We started off so slow this morning. The bite was taking forever to catch fire. We just weren't getting any kind of luck at all. We got 2 big bites over in the last pond that we were fishing. It was just nasty though. There was a dead algae bloom. So we called an audible and decided to come to this beautiful little pond right here. And that move is paying off. That's 3 fish on the board for me, 1 for Joe. And we're just gonna keep on moving. I'm sure there's some better fish in here, so let's go ahead and get this guy back in. Here he goes. Got a nice shot of confidence now. Now I pulled in 3 back to back to back to back, all in a span of about 5 to 10 minutes. It's 4 fish really, really quick. So, hey, the bite is hot. Just time to find us a good one. I love how in like 2 or 3 videos ago, I talked about how I don't really like to throw square bills all that much when I'm pond fishing from the bank because they get stuck a lot. And all I've been doing is throwing a crankbait today. Funny how that works sometimes. Well, all this pond has proven to be is the land of the dinks, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to pond number 3. This pond is also a pond that I haven't fished in quite some time. It is a pond that I fished a good bit when I was younger, and ooh, air conditioning's a little loud right there. But what I was saying, it is actually a pond that I fished quite a bit when I was younger. Then I ended up not being able to fish it really anymore because the people that were like living around the pond really just kind of started to boot me out of there quite a bit. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a try today. There's a good chance we might get busted. We might not even be able to get in because it is a gated neighborhood, but the gate's usually wide open. So we're just gonna have to get over there and I guess see what happens. Okay, here we go, I guess. There's a lot of like muck on the edge of this pond, so I'm interested to see how this pond goes. Is that first cast? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, first cast, let's go guys. Instant. That is a good fish right there. Oh yeah, much better than what we were catching earlier. Woo, let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Now that is more like it, guys. It has been a grind today. We've been at this since about, I don't know what, like 7 o'clock this morning, 7:30, and we haven't had a lot of luck so far, but we've changed some things up. We moved to that small pond, finally got some fish on the board. Then we changed ponds again to the third pond that we have right here next to us, and the fish seem to be hungry in here. As you can tell, first cast, really quality fish right here, probably about a 2-pounder. I will take that all day, and a really healthy fish, may I might add. A nice, fat, little filled out Charlotte bass. Let's go. I'm gonna let him go into this swamp muck right here. Oh, okay, is he stuck on a log? I'm not sure. All right, there he goes. There we go, fish number 2. Oh yeah, oh yeah. All the way out there by the fountain. Got him off the dock out here. Oh yes, come in here, buddy. Skirting him all the way in. That's another good fish. Oh, let's get him up here. Pop that out right there. Look at that, another little chunk. The fish in here are so healthy. I mean, this is probably like a high 2. No, I wouldn't say high 2, probably like mid 2 fish in a 1-pounder's body. It is a really dense, thick, football shaped fish. Wow. Time to send this little sucker on his way. Adios, bud. Shoo. The square bill bite is hot today, and I'm loving it, man. I'm a power fisherman. I like to cast and move, and cover as much water as I can. So being able to crank them is really, really nice for me. Now, don't get me wrong, I really enjoy a nice worm bite too, especially when I can like pitch and flip and skip cast up underneath some nice laydowns. That's a ton of fun, and just skipping it right into a perfect little spot is just so satisfying, especially when you get doinked right when you get in there. Ooh, man, that's a ton of fun. There's, oh, is he on? Oh no, I just got whacked right there. He didn't get hooked up though. Nice one. Nice.
We just caught this one on that white chatterbait right out there by the fountain. He absolutely smoked it. About a 1.5 to 2-pounder, not too bad. Hopefully we can get back in there and catch some more. They're definitely hitting moving baits today, which is good. And he is off.
Give it to me, man. Let's go.
Hey.
Just my gut instinct right now is just telling me that a big fish is coming in this pond. They're munching moving baits pretty dang good. Every fish we've caught so far has been really, really healthy, just super filled out. My 2 fish, Joe's fish that he just caught, and it just seeming like to me that at least a 4+ pounder is coming. Well, this is a refreshing sign. No trespassing, swimming, or boating. I don't see fishing on there, so I'll take that. Oh God, oh. Oh, right here at the bank. Check that out. Popped it right there in front of me. Smallest one in here so far, but I'll take it. A nice little jimmy. And once again, man, all these fish in here, even this little dink, are just solid as a rock. I just know there has to be some healthy big old Karens in here.
spot, bud.
That about does it for today's episode of Fletcher the Fisherman. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. We started off really struggling. I wish we had came to this pond first thing in the morning when the bite would have been even better than it was. So you can fully expect me to come back out here in another video and try to fish this pond again. I definitely have a really good feeling about catching a mondo in there. But I want to give a huge shout out to Joe right here. Make sure y'all check out his channel, n-Splashin. I'll have it linked down in the description below. But if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. And if you want to go the extra mile, hit that little notification bell right now. But as always, bass in his passion. Peace out.